Hello everyone, my name is Lenny and how are you? So this is for my earth signs. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I'm adding in Venus there for a little bit of pizzazz, I guess. But yeah, we're here now for your April readings, your April general messages. So before this one first. I was starting to shuffle these cards, but then I have these first. So we're going to start with a general message for all the earth signs. We're also going to look into which life aspect is going to be possibly front and center for you for this month of April. And then we're going to go into each earth sign. So that's what's going to happen. This one. Okay, spiritual health there. That is the life aspect that's most gonna be maybe showing up for you for this month. So we'll see what the general message is for each earth sign. Just take whatever you can, whatever is for your life at the moment. You don't need to take everything and be like, oh my gosh, this is the message, even if it doesn't relate to you. So there, I am open for private readings if you want a more personal reading. And everything is just in the link in my bio, and the timestamps are going to be there as well. So I'm going to get one more card here. And then we are going to get some tarot cards for more things. So there. First, immediately I'm getting here is getting help through counseling is going to be very helpful for you for this month. Especially, spiritual health. That's going to be super important. Ooh, okay. Okay. So let me fix. I'm going to show you the cards first, by the way. So counseling, you heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic ear. There. And then you have heart's desires. The angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become a reality. For your tarot cards, we have the Nine of Cups. Make a wish. Make a wish right now. The Six of Stars or the Six of Pentacles. And the Wheel of Fortune. So there. Like I was saying a while ago, it may be helpful for you can I just adjust this a little bit? Para medyo mas malayo ng konti. There! Just a little bit. Ayan. So you have just a little bit more space to play with. Ayan, there. Okay, so like I was saying, counseling, you may need to, get some help with a counselor, something like that, for, again, your mental health. Yeah, mental health as well. And of course, your spiritual health. It can help you reconnect with yourself, reconnect with your truth. That helps you figure out your heart's desires as well. That helps you figure out what it is that you really want for yourself. Not just like in a career path, because that's I think that's always kind of the I guess the primary association when they say, oh, what do you want to do with your life? That's usually like the expected answer is usually in career, but that's not always the case. Right? Because what you want to be, like when you ask kids, what do you want to be when you grow up? It doesn't always have to be from a career perspective. It can be from like a spiritual standpoint or like a more holistic standpoint of this is where I want to live, this is the type of life I want to live, things like that. And I think that's overlooked most of the time when you talk about like heart's desires or what it is that you want for yourself. It's almost always more like work related or career related, which really gives you an idea of what society is kind of demanding from us. So, like with heart's desires here, it can be for your career, but it's especially just like a more holistic sense of how you want to live your life in general. So there, I'm also getting here, like, because it says here in counseling, you heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic ear. So, I get this a lot for myself. Like on a personal note, is that every time I do these readings, or whether it's for here, for YouTube, or the daily readings the daily cards that I put on Instagram, or private readings, every time I do those things, there's a little part of me that also gets hit by the messages that I read for the other person, or for like general, for people in general. And that helps me heal as well. Getting that here, especially with the Six of Stars, it's like an equal give and take. So I give the reading, I read the cards, and for whoever's watching, for example, for this reading. But also, I also get messages for myself, or I get hit by certain messages, even if it's not, for example, even if it's not for me. Like, say, maybe I'll do, when I do the water signs reading, for example, I don't really, like, I only have 2 planets that are in water signs, and they're like further planets, they're not the personal planets, but they would still get messages that are for me. So when you're, especially when you're the type of person, you're the mom friend, or people really go to you to talk about their problems, or just to talk in general, not just for problems. It's like, try to also be more aware of the words that you say, and try to see if that relates to you as well. If the words that you're saying to the other person as like advice, or as food for thought, maybe that can be for you as well. So, again, that's just food for thought. And I notice that happens to me a lot. Like, I heal myself as I heal, as I do my best to heal other people as well, I heal myself. So it's a very wonderful feeling to have, to be able to be hit by messages ng, even when you least expect it, but then that's the message that you really need to hear. So there, again, Six of Stars, equal give and take. You also get something from whatever it is that you give, and even with your heart's desires, it's something that you do. You know that this is something that fulfills you and enriches your soul, helps you, fulfill all your goals and your desires with the Nine of Cups here. But it also gives back to others. It's a type of work, it's a type of work that you do for yourself that also helps other people, whether that's directly as in career related, that you help other people in certain aspects of their life, or it's also helping other people, like showing them that the type of life that you want to live is livable, and you're like living proof of that. That's also a type of service for others, is through living your life through your own rules, by your own will. That's also a type of service to the world. Because we see too many people with the usual benchmarks and things like that. But what about people who just live their life as they want it? That's also a type of, you're giving other people permission to also live their life the way they want to. So that's there. And here with the Wheel of Fortune, I do see that this dynamic here for April, wherein you're tapping more into your heart's desires, is helping you enter a new phase in your life. And this is very you driven, right? Like, you opening up to helping other people out, or listening to your friends or your family. That's very you driven. You choose to do that, and you're choosing to tap into your heart's desires, so that's really you driven. This is gonna be, it depends on you. It depends on the universe, of course, is always there to help you out and to lend you a hand and to, deliver your desires to you. At the same time, it's very you driven in the sense that it really depends on how well you speak your wish, how you communicate your desires or what you wish for to the universe, and how well you show up and you show the universe that, hey, I'm ready for whatever it is to come. I'm ready for the best things for me. It really depends on that. And that part is you. So yes, the universe will give you what you want, what you desire, but it really depends on how you show up. Because if the universe doesn't see that you're ready to receive the, the blessings and the desires, the career that you want, or the money, or all of that, or, anything else, it's going to be hard for them to give it to you. So there, spiritual health as well is really connection with yourself and showing up for yourself. So there, okay, that's the big message for you Earth signs for April. So I'm gonna move on to each sign. I'm gonna start with Taurus. So there. Hello, Taurus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Hello, this is for you. Your messages for April 2021. So let me just get the cards first. And then we're gonna talk about it when I have all of it now. Oh, there we go. So interesting. Okay, so we have Temperance. And it says here Harmony. Ace of Pentacles, Luck, and the World with Motivation. There. It's so interesting how the World and Ace of Pentacles are here. So the World talks about ending chapters and closing old chapters and the opening of new ones. Just things coming together and tying of loose ends and things like that. And I really see here that that's coming in for you, Taurus. That's coming in for you, like a brand new chapter of life, especially marked here with the Ace of Pentacles. And I see that it's more of an opportunity for something very, like you can build something very practical, which is like it can be, it can be, career related or something very practical related. Maybe you're moving into a new place, or you're starting a new job, or getting promoted, or something like that. Something very practical. Or maybe you're getting a new item that can help you build something very beautiful for yourself in the future. I see that there with the Ace of Pentacles. So this April is going to be all about chapters ending, again, maybe if, for example, you're getting a new job, it's going to be the end of your unemployed status and moving into this new opportunity, this new chapter of something that you can build really good, something very good and practical from. Practical, I mean like something you can touch, tangible, like, like a job or personal belongings, possessions, things like that. And the key there to ushering in this new thing and, leaving behind the old thing and the gentle closing of the old chapter is gonna be all about how connected you are with yourself. So that's very apt. That spiritual health is really the card for all the earth signs. It's really coming in for you here. How well are you connecting with yourself? Like, how are you connecting all of your like, how well are you listening to your gut? How well are you listening to your heart? And how well are you getting your mind with a program of what it is that you want, what it is that you desire for yourself? So that's going to be very important. And it's not just doing, and it's not just you. It's not just a mental thing. You're not just solving this mentally. And you're also not just doing it based on impulse. It's going to be the harmony, the harmonious connection with all parts of you. Your heart, your mind, your soul, your body. All of it. Like, really connecting and really being with each other, so that you're able to move based on what is best, right, and true for you. So that's always what we want, right? Is that we always move, we always make decisions, take action, make the steps towards something, and it feels right. It feels good when we do it. It feels right for us to do it. And it's not because we're being forced to do it or anything like that. It just feels good. It feels really good for you, both in the short term and in the long term. Like, it feels good for you in the short term because you know that it's something good for you in the long term. It feels good for you to start this new thing, like start a new job, because you know that it's going to be good for you in the long term to be able to create that wealth of experience, and also that wealth in money terms, like financial wealth. It's going to be good for you in the future as well. That's why you feel good now. That's what you want. It's really getting in touch with your true desires, like what is in the general reading, which was heart's desires there. Really there, really getting in touch with your heart's desires and really getting clear on how you want to go about fulfilling your heart's desires in a way that, again, feels good for you, both in the short term and in the long term. So it's not just when you work out, like, even though you know that it's good for you in the long term, right now you feel like, I know, you don't really, it's really tiring for you and it's really stressful for you. But after you do the workout, you feel great. You feel really accomplished and you feel really good. And you feel like there's a sort of release because you did the thing now that you know is gonna help you in fulfilling what it is that you want for yourself for your near future. So that's very important there. So that's really the general message for you, Taurus, is, again, there are certain parts of your life ending, and they're ending really gracefully, right? With the world, I just see this really harmonious ending. Like, I mentioned it in a tarot reading. I posted it, I think, yesterday. Yeah, I think this was yesterday's card, where all the puzzle pieces of your life are kind of, fitting each other snugly and perfectly. Like, everything is making sense. And you're able to say goodbye to this old chapter in a very peaceful way. And then something new is coming in. And everything really, like, how the dynamics of this relationship of the ending and the beginning, it already depends on how connected you are with yourself. And how well you're listening to all parts of you, so that, you get what you really want and what you really desire. So I'm getting an oracle card for you now. This is a fashion oracle. I really like them. So there. Ooh, you have Prada. Muccia. I don't know if that's how you say it. Prada. Fashion is a sixth sense. You can't argue with black. Be a diamond, strong and full of sparkle. So they're very, fashion is a sixth sense, is really standing out for me there, and it's like something that you know. It's your feeling. It's something that you know. You know? Okay. So that is what I have for you, Taurus. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helps. I hope you enjoyed it, and this helps you navigate your April with, very well. You can like, subscribe, leave a comment, share this video with your friends, and also book a private reading with me if you want to. I'm gonna move on now to the next sign, which is Virgo. Hello, Virgos. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Here is your reading for April. I'm gonna get all the cards first. Okay. Ooh. Interesting. So we have number 22, Charity, Generosity. This is an extra card for this deck. So it's not in the usual tarot decks. So there. Then we have the Ace of Swords, Clarity. And we have the High Priestess, Empowerment. What I'm really getting here for you is that, how do I say this? How you want to serve and how you want to give to others, to yourself, to the people around you, and to the collective. Actually, that's the biggest part of it, the collective in general. That allows you to be very clear on really your path, really everything. It really helps you be clear towards everything. Like, how do you want to give? How do I say this? It's like, how do you want to give? How do you want to contribute to the collective? How do you want to use your time and your energy in a way that helps other people? How do you want to do that? That really helps you get clear on your boundaries, with the empowerment card as well, and on your boundaries, and also what you're willing to do. It's just all of that. It really helps you get clear, and it really helps you not sort of like a one-track mind, that all the obstacles are suddenly clear, like everything suddenly makes sense. So and your boundaries are also up as well. So you know that, for example, maybe, how do we do this? Maybe right now, for example, you're, with the situation of the world, with the virus and everything, and, the pandemic and all of that. Maybe right now, there's so many ways for us to help other people. Like, first of all, if you're a frontliner, you're a doctor or nurse, or you're working in the hospitals, or you're working in the front lines, really props to you. But if you're not that, there's also a lot of other ways to help out and to serve the collective. And when you're suddenly, bombarded by all of these things, by all of these ways that you can help and you can serve and you can contribute to other people, and then, even pandemic aside, like where I'm from in the Philippines, there's a lot of other issues. I'm sure that every country is the same. There's a lot of other issues everywhere, and it's not just the pandemic. So we can get super overwhelmed, and with so many things, should you donate money, and then there's other things happening, and there's other things, blah, 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 blah. It's overwhelming, and it can cause fatigue, and then you just end up burning yourself out. What was that term that they used last year when it's a fatigue of some sort when you're really, you're helping out a lot. And it's like, I forgot the term, but that's the thing, right? Like, you can help so many you can help so many people to the point that you're giving from an empty cup already. You don't want that to happen to you. You want to stay here in this high priestess position of empowerment. You want to stay true to yourself, and you want to stay protected. You want to protect yourself while you're also doing your service, while you're also contributing and helping the collective out. So how can you best do that? So maybe, for example, if you're like me right now and you have maybe limited funds, so maybe that's something you can cross that out, and you can like really be a bit more welcoming with that fact. Okay, I can't contribute through monetary means. How else can I contribute? How else can I help the collective out? And really, like sharing the posts or being just more aware for yourself on what's happening, like with the issues of not naman everything. And also that as well, like, we have a very limited capacity as humans in our bodies. We have limited energy. Like, we have 24 hours a day and we only have limited energy for that day. It's gonna be hard for us to not care, but to, keep tabs on everything happening in the world, while we're also making sure that we're sane and that we're taking care of ourselves well. So really the message here is, be more clear on how you want to serve, because you can't serve everyone. You can't serve everyone. You can't keep tabs on every single person on this planet, on every single issue in every single country. It's gonna be hard. So choose a couple of things, a couple of issues, or a couple of situations that you do want to keep tabs in. And how do you want to contribute based on that? Maybe it's also just by, making sure that your space, whether online or offline, is a safe space for other people. If you want to be the person who continues to question every single news article that comes out related to, for example, the issues in your country, like here in the Philippines, there's so many questions that you want to ask, like the government or something like that. Even if it's through that and not necessarily through monetary means, or you're not necessarily mobilizing others or things like that, that can also be a part of your contribution. Just be very clear on what you can do in your capacity while you're also taking care of yourself. Okay? Because that's what we need. Yes, we need people who are awake and who are very aware of what's happening. We need those people, yes, but we also need people who are in their power, who cannot be moved and swayed by small issues, and they're really on track with what it is that is important. We also need those types of people. So how can you be there for yourself in your fullest capacity? Because you're the number one person that the number one person that can help you is you, and the number one person that needs you is you. So how can you be there fully for yourself? And at the same time, in what ways can you be there for others? And then just work within your current capacity. Try not to overwhelm yourself or fatigue yourself or burn yourself out trying to help other people in ways that you cannot do. Okay? So there, that's the message there. That's a message for you for April, Virgos. I feel like that's very on brand with you. And I say that as I have Virgo placements myself. I'm also a Virgo moon there. I'm getting an oracle card now for you. This is a fashion oracle, so it's a very nice. I like this deck because it's super empowering. I really love it. Okay. More? Okay, there. So you have Philip Tracy. I don't know how to say it. I'm really sorry. A hat is a statement, not a shelter. Dress from toe to trilby. Millinery isn't invite only. There. So what is coming out? What's jumping out for me? So yeah, dress from toe to trilby. Trilby? It's really, they're being very meticulous and being very aware and conscious about how you're showing up. How you're showing up for yourself. Again, also for other people. But again, it's just really being aware of yourself. And then a hat is a statement, not a shelter. So, try not to make things more than what they really are. That's really the message I'm getting there. So, since the hat is a statement, try not to make it a shelter. The hat is not going to protect you from, the rain. It's not going to be your home. It's not going to be your house. It's a statement. It's fashion. So, try not to make things more than what they really are. I guess it's a very important reminder. So there, that's what I have for you, Virgos, for April. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you got something from it that helps you navigate April well. You can like this video, share it, subscribe to my channel. You can also book a reading with me if you want to. Comment down below. Why did I say it like that? Comment any comments that you have. You can book a private reading with me. The link is in the description. So there. That's what I have for you, Virgos. I'm going to move on to the last earth sign, which is Capricorn. Ayan. So, hello, Capricorns. This is your reading for April. So, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is here for you. I'm just going to get your cards first, and then we'll see what's going up. Going on. Ooh. Oh, this card is so beautiful. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I had to choose which one. Okay. So there we have Death. And then it says here, Rebirth. Wonderful cards. One of my favorite cards in the tarot ever. The Emperor. Maturity. And then Four of Wands. Happy occasions. So, it's super interesting. First of all, you're going through this... Wait. Okay. First of all, you're going through this death and rebirth process. So, what this is, it's like, don't be afraid. It's a beautiful card. Again, it's one of my favorite cards. And it talks about shedding your old skin, leaving your old life behind, leaving the parts of you that no longer resonate. It's like, diba, when animals, they molt or they shed their skin, it's because, or like hermit crabs. Hermit crabs yun, diba? The ones who change their shells. The hermit crabs change their shells because they're growing and then they can no longer fit the shell that they're currently staying in or that they're currently in. And same with like the other animals who shed and molt. They can no longer fit the current like the skin that they're in. So they molt, they shed. The hermit crab leaves the shell and it goes in search of a new one. And this is like what's happening with you this month. It's that you're leaving behind things that don't fit you anymore, that don't fit your current narrative anymore. And it's very important. It's a very important, process to go through because I've noticed like, for myself, I'm not sure, like I can't speak for everyone, of course, but I really noticed this with myself. And I also wrote about this. And I think it's like a tarot card of the day or something like that. I posted it like a lot of us, we for me, okay, I'm gonna speak for myself. I've noticed that with myself, I tend to talk about myself in terms of a narrative that I have already outgrown. You know, like I can't think of an example right now, but yeah, I like I feel like I need to give an example for this. But I can't think of one, so I'm just gonna speak. Like, so I just noticed that with myself, that when I think of myself and I think of traits that I have, or I think of personality points that I have, I realize that it doesn't really resonate with me anymore, but I keep on thinking that that's who I am, or that's a part of my personal narrative, because it was me from a past, from the past. So I've already outgrown that, but like low-key, I still tap back into it as part of this is where I'm coming from. So that really, it's very confusing for me. And at the same time, I'm kind of still, what's the word? Still feeding into something that is not true anymore. So that's why this death process is very important. So it helps us put to rest what no longer resonates, so that when we move forward, we move forward into a self, a self that is more, more resonant with who you are now in the present. And who you are now in the present is here. It's the Emperor. It's someone more, again, it's here, maturity. It's someone, you're more in your power. You're more able to, you have a very good sense and good grip of your masculine energy. That's what I'm really seeing here. And then you have here with the owl, which is like a knowledge and wisdom symbol, right? You're easily able to tap into this. So you're talking the talk and you're also walking it. It's much easier for you to tap into what you're talking about and what you want to walk about. Because it's there. You're already showing it there. And you have a more good grip of who you actually are and what you're capable of. So maybe here it's like you're shedding this old part of you that's not, in a good grip with who you are, that's not so in their power, not so in your power. Maybe you know a lot of things, but you're not applying them. And now, starting April, you're starting to apply all of these things that you know in order to build the things that you want to build. Because now you want happy times now. You see that you really want, there's a lot of celebration that you really want to have. And it's like, you want to do a good job. You want to do a good job, and you want to be stable, and you really want to, like put some firewood into the campfire of your dreams to fuel them. I don't know what the hell I'm saying, but yeah, you really want to finally fuel your dreams so that you go forward. Your dreams are, and your desires are, there's some results showing up finally. You really want to put fuel there. And how you do that is really to accept that there are a lot of parts of you right now that you might still be doing, you might still be feeding into narratives, beliefs, habits, relationships that you're still feeding, that you're still tending to, but they really, when you think about yourself in the present moment now, a lot of them don't really resonate with you anymore. So now it's time for you to let them, put them to rest. This relationship doesn't serve me anymore. It doesn't help me become a better person anymore. I'm gonna I'm gonna put this to rest. Maybe you don't necessarily cut off all ties, but you don't put all of your energy in it anymore. Or maybe it's with like a habit or belief or whatever. Anything I said there. That, since it doesn't resonate with you anymore, put it to rest. And put your energy back into the present, into who you are, and really own who you are right now. Right now in the present. Because that's where you need yourself most. You don't need your energy in the past, you don't need your energy in the future. You need your energy now. So concentrate your energy now. Because there's a lot of things that you want to do. Like in the general reading for all the earth signs, there's a lot of wishes and a lot of heart's desires that you want to see come into fruition for within your lifetime. So work on it now, because you can work on it already. You already know what to do and how to do it. Okay, there. So I have an oracle here for you. This is the fashion oracles. They're super nice. I really like them. And I'm just shuffling here for one. Yep, this one. Let me read it for you. Yep. Ralph Lauren. You don't have to ride a horse to be in the polo team. Dress for your Oscars moment. Always go for gold. There, I don't need to explain it anymore. That's it. That's for you. That's for you, Capricorns. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I hope that you got something from this that helps you navigate your April well. Like, subscribe, comment, share this video with your friends. If you want to book a private reading with me, you can absolutely do that. And yes, I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye-bye!